Shalom. This is the book of Hebrews, chapter 11 and 1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for, and the evidence of things not seen. For by it the elders obtained a good report. Through faith we understood that the worlds were formed by the word of Yahweh power, so that things which are seen were not made of things which do appear. By faith Abel offered unto Yahweh power a more excellent sacrifice than Cain, by which he obtained witness that he was righteous. Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai testify of his gifts, and by it he, being dead, yet speaketh." I like to start off by saying, Kal Halal, Allah Yanawa, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Thou will learn us to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, love, and salutation to the brethren across the four corners of the earth, pushing the gospel of the Lord in all sincerity and truth. This is Brother Tazawa from the Trinidad GMS camp. And in the name of this one, going to be blessed is he that believeth in righteousness. Right? Blessed is the man that believeth in righteousness. Not believeth in selfism, not believeth in money, not believeth in anything other than righteousness. Righteousness cometh from the Heavenly Father. Righteousness cometh not from any form else other than that which proceedeth out of the Heavenly Father. So we're reading on here in Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 5. It says here, "By faith Enoch was translated that he should not see death, and was not found, because God had translated him. Before his translation he had the testimony that he pleased God." So you're seeing a man that is faithful unto righteousness is a man that has pleased the Heavenly Father. Let me go and read a little about what is righteousness here, because righteousness is not just something that you could feel, think, or do. Righteousness is actually a specific way of life to follow, specific rules to follow in life. It says here, a Psalm of David, "The heavens declared the glory of God, and the firmament showed forth his handiwork." Right? In these times here, a perfect example of that would be the internet. It go on to say here, "Day unto day uttereth speech, and night unto night showeth knowledge. There is no speech nor language where the voice is not heard." So that could be equated to the internet right now. Somebody could speak something in one language, and the internet will translate it for you in a next language. And it could be where on the face of the day or night, you could look it up. Right? Verse 5, it says here, the line is going out. Verse 4, "The line is going out throughout all the earth, their word to the end of the world. In them had he set a tabernacle for the sun." And that dealing up with the lines and them, the song waves, the song lines that the internet run on throughout all the earth to the satellite via the satellites. Right? Verse 5, "Which is as a bridegroom coming out of the chamber, and rejoiceth as a strong man to run a race. His going forth is from the end of the heaven, and his circuit unto the ends of it. And there is nothing hid from the heat thereof." This is the part here that really hits the nail on the head. It says here, "The law of the Lord is perfect, converting the soul. The testimony of the Lord is sure, making wise the simple." Right? So the law of the Lord is perfect. And you will have a testimony by you keeping your faith and doing these things to offer unto the house of Israel, to offer unto them that is like-minded, to offer unto them that be of faith. Likewise, it says here, "The statutes of the Lord are right, rejoice in the heart. The commandments of the Lord is pure, enlightening the eyes." So the Lord's statutes and commandments is what Moses received from the Heavenly Father on Mount Sinai. When the presence of the Lord appeared unto Moses in a cloud, which was a chariot, right? Which was a chariot, when the presence of the Lord appeared unto him, he received instructions that he would later on have to deliver unto the children, the descendants of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Right? It says here, the fear of the Lord is clean, enduring forever. The judgments of the Lord are true and righteous altogether, more to be desired than gold, yea, than much fine gold, sweeter than honey and the honeycomb. Moreover, by them is thy servant warned, and in keeping of them there is great reward. So we see the benefits of the law of the Heavenly Father, and this is righteousness. Right? This is righteousness. The law of the Heavenly Father, it says here, it's sweeter. When you understand the goodness and the benefits of it, you will view it like that. So we're going back to Hebrews chapter 11. Right? It says here, verse 6, we're reading on from verse 6. It says here, but without faith, it is impossible to please him. So it ain't no way you could be desirable unto the Heavenly Father in that type of way if you don't believe. If you don't believe, if you don't know, because faith ultimately is knowing, because my belief makes me know that righteousness is right, because it just is, it is so synchronizing. Righteousness is so synchronizing when you have the understanding of it. It can't have any other way. But without faith it is impossible to please him. For he that cometh to God must believe that he is, and that he is a rewarder of them that diligently seek him. Right? And the Heavenly Father rewards them that diligently seek him. By faith, Salakia, by faith, Noah being warned of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, of things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by the which he commanded the world, and became heir of righteousness, which is by faith. So we're seeing here, the seeing where it coming in, right? So it says here, for by faith Abraham, when he was called to go up into a place which he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. And this is the type of characteristic, that gives you fame amongst the heavens. That gives you, for lack of a better word, shouldn't be fame, that gives you, righteous credits, so to speak. A man of faith. A man who, gives all just to know that he pleased the Heavenly Father. Trying his best to do the things pleasing unto the Heavenly Father. This is that type of man. It says here, verse 9, by faith he sojourned in a land of the promise in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, and heirs with him of the same promise. For he looked for a city which had foundations, whose builder and maker is God, and that is New Jerusalem. Ultimately, that is New Jerusalem. All these things was basically history of our forefathers and their ambition to see the kingdom of the Heavenly Father established on the face of the things that had was to go through. The trials and tribulation that had was to receive and pass in order to make it into the kingdom of heaven. Right? I'm jumping on to verse 17 here. It says here, by faith Abraham, when he was tried, offered up Isaac, and he that had received the promise offered up his only begotten son, of whom it was said that in Isaac shall thy seed be called. So you see, this is basically Chronicles of the faithful. This whole chapter here, Hebrews 11, Chronicles of the faithful, I just call it. It says here, Verse 19, according that God was able to rise him up even from the dead, from whence also he received him in a figure. By faith Isaac blessed Jacob and Esau concerning things to come. By faith Jacob, when he was a dying, blessed both his sons of Joseph, and worshipped, leaning upon the top of his staff. So this is the chronicles of the righteous. All these acts, all these great things that our forefathers did and obtained a good name in the heavens, we ought to follow suit. This is my contribution for today. Shalom, Mawat Lababal, Kwam Yasharala.